So I opened up this box today. I got some really cool stuff inside. Demetra's very territorial about her box. So New Balance sent me some cool things that I'm going to go out and test in a second, but before I do, I wanted to kind of just go through it. So what they sent me were the FuelCell Rebel, which is kind of their, I wouldn't say like a tempo type shoe. So it's based off what I have right here. So this is the 5280. It has the carbon plate to it, so kind of like the new, if you think of the 4%, if you think of that type of racing shoe, but it's meant specifically for road miles. So they kind of tailored it to Jenny Simpson's, one of my favorite runners, to Jenny Simpson's running style. And as you'll see, it's kind of more flared out on the side. It has the carbon plate to it. It has a real spongy midsole to it. So what I'm gonna do here in a second is take this bad boy outside. I'm gonna do kind of a tempo run in the Rebels, see how they feel. So the difference is the Rebel doesn't have the carbon fiber midsole, but it has a little bit more beefy of a feel to it. It still has that kind of flared out midsole, the flared out on the outside, which I think is going to work out really well for me, because I definitely land on my forefoot and I land on this outside a lot. So I actually have a pretty similar running style to Jenny Simpson, which obviously nowhere near as good, but I think to me that's going to work out pretty well. I'm excited to give these a try. So I'm going to do a little tempo run, which I can't record, but I'm going to record some strides in them just to get a good feel, and I'll give you guys my reactions. I'm going to do some strides in the 5280s just to get a feel of those. Off the bat, they feel really lightweight. They feel really light. They have a nice, like, this has a lot of sponginess to it. 6mm drops on both, and again, carbon fiber plate in the 5280. The lack of it in the Rebel, but I think it's still going to have, like, it still has some nice stiffness to it, so I think it's going to have some good spring and everything. Alright, so I just finished up my workout in the Rebels, and so far felt pretty good. Felt pretty firm. Honestly, like, this would be a shoe that I do longer workouts in, that I do, like, 10Ks, half marathons in. You could probably run a marathon in. I ran my marathon in my Kavaras, which are definitely lighter weight than this as far as the feel. So these are a little bit denser than you would think they are. They feel really light on your feet, but they feel like they also have a lot to them. The good thing I like about them is this heel counter. It really seems to hug your foot. So I was a little bit nervous about it being the deconstructed heel counter without the extra eyelet, but it really hugs your foot really well. So it feels really light on your foot, even though there might be a little more weight to it. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do 6 by strides, 2 in these bad boys, 4 in the 5280s. The one thing I have noticed that I like about these already is just how tight that kind of grips your heel. I think that's going to be nice. It has a little pod on the inside. And then we'll just see how it feels. I haven't put these on yet, so this will be the first time putting it on. Do some strides. So let's get going. Let's get cracking. Yeah, that was pretty good. So you can definitely feel, like, they feel stiff. So they're essentially like a track spike on steroids. Except they have that, you can definitely feel that kind of squishiness, especially when you're kind of walking in between sets. But the carbon plate in this section here gives a lot of snap. So it really feels like you're running on a track spike, which is why when I put them on, like, they felt really tight. But once you kind of loosen up the lace a little bit and this upper is so flexible, by the second, third, and fourth ones, it felt really comfortable. So I would love to see what it would feel like to actually race a mile in this. So maybe that's something coming forward. So the 5280, pretty good. First impressions are good. Moving on to the Rebel. Actually, I really like this one too. I like both of them a lot. So you can tell, like, the thing with that kind of squishy foam is it really starts to kind of crease as you wear it. But, like, as far as durability goes, it felt pretty good the whole time. So again, kind of a shoe I'd wear for, like, longer tempos, like maybe some longer races, but definitely felt fast and not much more you can ask for than that. So anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a little thumbs up,
Also, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about my plans for future racing and things on the podcast this week, so I'll plug those descriptions down in the notes below, so you can check that out if you want to hear more about what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, we'll talk soon.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.